What's going on, everybody? Brian back here with the B-Dubs Movie Hub, and I've got another movie review for you today. I went and saw a double feature over the weekend. I saw Death of a Unicorn and The Woman in the Yard. So this review is about Death of the Unicorn, so let's talk about it. A father and daughter accidentally hit and kill a unicorn while en route to a weekend retreat where his billionaire boss seeks to exploit the creature's miraculous, curative properties. The movie stars Jenna Ortega as Ridley, Paul Rudd as Elliot, Richard E. Grant as Odell, Téa Leoni as Belinda, and Will Poulter as Shepard. So, Death of a Unicorn was one of my most anticipated movies of the year. I went into it thinking I was really going to enjoy it. I thought it was going to be one of my favorites of the year. It just looked like an interesting concept, an interesting premise, and for the most part, it didn't really disappoint. The story was very unique. You don't get a whole lot of unicorn type movies these days in kind of like non-mythical era type of movies. So I thought that was interesting that they brought it into kind of like an everyday situation. They're on their way to this retreat. They accidentally hit this unicorn. They end up bringing it to the retreat because they didn't want to leave it like on this property. They were on like a nature reserve, so they didn't want to just leave a dead animal there. So they brought it with them, and it turns out that the creature has kind of like healing powers. Odell, played by Richard E. Grant, is dying of cancer. He wants to exploit the healing powers of the unicorn and basically just get rich off of it. So I just thought it was an interesting premise. As far as the acting goes, I think Jenna Ortega did a very good job. I think she's just a very good actress. She's doing a lot these days, and I think she's going to have a really long career ahead of her. I thought she was really good in this movie. Paul Rudd, he kind of plays like a bitch in the movie. It's a very different role for him than I think most people are used to seeing him in. But in general, I thought he did a fine job. Richard E. Grant and Téa Leoni also did really good jobs just playing these like snobby rich people. But for me, Will Poulter stole the show. He plays their son, and he's just fantastic in this movie. He delivers a lot of the comedic dialogue in it, which it was very funny. I caught an early showing, so there wasn't a ton of people in the theater. It was me, my buddy, and then maybe like a few other groups of people, but there wasn't a lot of people. But they were all kind of laughing at his dialogue and his lines. I thought it was very funny, very well done. Will Poulter's another one of those kind of a little bit underrated actors. He's got a small bit part in The Bear, which I think he does a really fine job in that one. But for the most part, I think he stole the movie as far as the acting goes. My biggest issue with the movie that I think just brought it down a little bit of a notch for me was the CGI. And I get it. It's probably not the easiest thing to do. I know nothing about CGI or how it's done, but I've definitely seen better CGI in movies. It took me out of it just a little bit, but for the most part, I actually really enjoyed the movie. I thought it was a lot of fun. Like I said, it's just an interesting premise overall. I'm looking forward to rewatching it at some point. I probably will get it when it comes out on physical media, just because I did enjoy it. I think I gave it 4 stars on Letterboxd, so definitely not my favorite movie of 2025 so far, but I thought overall relatively enjoyable and entertaining nonetheless. Alright, so that's it. I just wanted to give a quick review on Death of a Unicorn. Drop a comment down below if you've seen it and let me know what you thought of it. I hope you guys liked the video. Give it a thumbs up. It definitely helps with the algorithm. If you're new here, subscribe to the channel if you haven't already. And share this out with your friends if you know anybody that likes movie reviews or physical media related content. That's what I'm here for. And I just really enjoy talking to you guys about this type of stuff. So just make sure you share this out. And yeah, that is it. Thank you again for watching, and I'll catch you next time.